How you doing, folk? Charlie and Alfie out in the van. We're just messing about. He's on his iPad. I take him out here. It gives everybody a bit of peace. He likes it out in the van. Anyway, I've just finished uploading all my videos. My last one there was Stirling Castle, the museum. I had to wait 2.5 hours for the Duke of Kent to finish. He was in doing a wee tour with Isla. And I'll catch Isla next time I'm up at the castle. So I hope you all enjoyed the videos that I've done. That wee out and about there. That was one of my longest ones. That was 5 days, 6 days. When did I get back? No, that was 5 days away. Which was very, very peaceful and great for my mental health. Because Susan and Teeny, I've noticed a big difference when I do my out and about and I come back. I'm a different guy, they says. I'm more approachable. I'm not that wee angry terrier. I remember an MP down in Westminster. I think he was drunk and he was talking to me. And he asked me what regiment I was in, and I told him the Argyll and Southern Highlanders, because I had a veterans badge on. And a couple of minutes later he says to me, "What regiment are you in?" And I says to him, "I've already told you." And he went, "What was it again?" And I says, "The Argylls." And he went, "Oh, that's how you're coming across as a wee terrier." Aye. And then he staggered away. You know what I mean? So I'm sure he was on the swally. But they said I'm a different person when I come back. I'm more me.
Daniel?
Yes. Yeah, you'll get in the front later. You'll get in the front later once I've finished. Why have you put your iPad off? Why have you put the iPad off?
Because.
You're not going in the front.
Why?
You're not going in the front yet.
Why?
No yet. No yet. No.
Mama,
He loves going in the front, beeping the horn and
beep, beep, beep,
telling
beep.
people, coming through, coming through. We see us. Jimmy and Janet.
Hello, hello, you to be a boy. Hello, hello, you to be a boy.
He was saying Jimmy Spears, my mate. I used to be a bus driver with Jimmy at Latfield. And he's a great guy. And Susan used to work with his missus, Janet.
Darling.
And they took him here. And leave that. They took him here. And Jimmy Spears had him singing, the Billy Boys. And he's been singing it ever since.
Hello, hello, you to be a boy.
Right, don't be pressing it again, that's the pause button.
Oh, why?
Because that means you've stopped the video. You want this biscuit? Anyway, that's the news. I hope you all enjoyed the videos that I've done. It was a pleasure doing them. And it's time consuming to edit them and twist them and get them all right into focus and all that. That takes a bit of time, but I've got time, and it gives me something to do. So anyway, so that was the news. I'm now becoming a volunteer with the War Grave Commission. There we go. So I'll speak to you all soon. Charlie and Alfie.
Oot&aboot.
Oot&aboot. Well done. Now you can hit the button. Say bye-bye and hit the button. No, the red button. How you doing, folk? Charlie in the house. I'm just having a ginger tea with honey. So how's everybody getting on? Hope you're all well. Or it's following my channel. I've just finished uploading all my videos to my last outing there. Up at Inverary and Glencoe and Highlander. Stirling Castle. Rob Roy's grave's looking good. Anybody's up at Balquidder, if you get a chance, going up and see the final, what like Kenny and Jim, two stonemasons that I met a couple of years ago. They were renovating Rob Roy's grave, and I happened to turn up that day, and he says to me, "What are you doing?" "No, nothing, I'm just out and about." And I grab a bucket, so I ended up giving them a hand, and then they opened the old kirk and let me into the kirk. So if you ever up in Balquidder, go up and have a look at Rob Roy's grave. It's really smart. And I've told people what it means on the stones, so have you watched the video? Well, Susan had a meeting down at the Royal British Legion regarding Armed Forces Day. Because you know Susan works for the local MP. So they got talking to Janet Russell, that's Bobby Russell's wife. Some of you Argylls will remember Bobby Russell. Well, the old guy that does the Commonwealth War Graves, he goes in the village and phillipshill. He's getting too old to date now. So I have been volunteered by Susan, my better half. She says, "Charlie will do it." And it just so happened that I phoned Susan just as she was talking to Janet. And yes, I have volunteered my services for the Commonwealth War Graves. So they've asked me to take on Phillipshill in the village. I'm going to also take on Lesmahagow, because I go out there anyway, because Sgt D.McKay from the 93rd Highlanders is buried out there. Sadly, he's in a pauper's grave, but there's a monument being erected by the Argylls for him. And I go up every year and make sure there's a poppy cross there, because the Royal British Legion, Janet, gets me poppy crosses, gets me a box, and when I'm all out and about, you'll notice that I leave poppy crosses at monuments and places of interest. So she's going to get me an extra box because I've took this one, as I say, I want to do Lesmahagow so that I can make sure that there's a poppy cross for Dave McKay, and also there's a boy around the corner for him who served in the Royal Fusiliers. I make sure there's a poppy cross at his. So that's my intention. I have to meet up with the guy's name's Ron, the boy that's too old for it now. He'll be at the Armed Forces Day, so I'll be able to meet him. And hopefully he's got some reference to where they are. I know he could probably take me by the hand and show me where they are, but I wonder if he's got it plotted out where they are. I know where most of them is in Phillipshill because I done the wee tour. And the guy took us round all the gravestones, telling us the history of them. So I know where they ones are, because once sort of the crowd had moved on, I left poppy crosses at them. So that's my goal, because I'm out and about, I've retired. It gives me something to do rather than just sit about. So I'm looking forward to speaking to the guy, and I'll take over where he's leaving off. So that's it. So Susan's away out. She's away, her and Mandy out every Thursday. They just go in and pick shops that they go to. They either go to Easterhouse or Parkhead or the Village or East Kilbride. So they're away out. Teeny's at work and Alfie's at nursery. So I'm on my lonesome. So I just thought I'd make this wee video up and tell you what's happening. I'm planning my next Oot&aboot. I'll probably end up going up to the well up at Greenock, up at Loch Tom. There's a well there that 100 years ago the Argylls built fresh water for the troops, and then 100 years later the Argylls restored it. Boys for Greenock and Inverclyde, they revamped it and they've done a great job of it. I've been up a few times, and again I always leave poppy crosses up there. So I'm contemplating going up to the well. Hopefully I'll bump into Shuggy, my mate Shuggy, ex-Argyll. And then I'll bump into Chris and Ian, ex-Argylls, at Greenock. Because I usually go up to the well, do what I've got to do, stay there for a few hours, just enjoy the scenery. And then I head for the Skelpies, which is at Ferguson's Shipbuilders. The two big metal guys with hammers. And I might even stay there the night. So anyway, that's what's happening so far with Charlie Oot&aboot. I'll take on this job with the War Graves. I'll say I want a t-shirt. The wee guy done the tour that me and Susan went to, he had a t-shirt on the Commonwealth War Graves. So I thought, well, if I'm going to do it, I want to do it right, so I want a t-shirt. Anyway, that's it. That's what's happening. Well done, Stuart. A boy of Foley, Stuart. He's building a camper van now. A wee camper van. He's already got a camper van, him and his dog Ted goes out. I like watching him. And well done. That's him 9 years after the baby. Well done, that man. I think I'm about 18 years after it. I went to AA meetings. I've got some funny stories I could tell you, but that'll be for another day. So anyway, look after yourselves, take care. Thanks for watching. Whatever you're doing, do it right, do it good, do it well. Don't hurt anybody doing it. That means you're doing it wrong. And I'll see you on my next video for Charlie Oot&aboot. Look after yourselves. Cheers.